Let's say this is number 5, shall we? Now I kind of get this because I use the analogy of when I go to get my new mascara and they always ask, what do you want? Do you want longer lashes, thicker, fuller? Like, what do you mean? I want it all. I want all of those things. Why can I only choose one product for one thing? I think it does make slightly less sense with mascara. But anyway, I do kind of get it, but you're still asking too much. So I want a cream for lines, pigmentation, breakouts. There's also got an SPF. So what I'm saying is, you know, you want everything in one tidy little cream and you're just going to put that on once a day and you're going to, you know, have amazing skin. Really sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't work like that. And I'll tell you why it doesn't work like that. It's because there are so many different things going on in your skin. Your skin, I'm sure you know, is the largest organ in the body. It's also the least nourished in the body, if you like, for want of a better word, because all the other organs are kind of more important. So the skin's always lagging behind on getting the benefits from, you know, your diet and all of the other things you're doing. Hence the need, if you're looking for that beautiful, glowy, radiant skin, to do stuff to your skin. But the processes that are in place that result in fine lines are different from the processes in place that lead to volume loss, are different from the processes in place that lead to pigmentation. They're different from the processes that lead to breakouts, to oiliness, to redness, to veins. So all of those annoying issues that we get with our skin, unfortunately, are resulting from slightly different processes in the skin, and that tells you why one cream will not do all of those things. And then you want an SPF on the top, like a cherry on the top of the cake. You know, it's unrealistic, unfortunately, and yeah, it'd be great if it was like that, but it's not. The old classic, this one. I hear this all the time. I'm not ready for injectables yet. Not at least until I'm 50. So, what's wrong with that, you might say? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so if you're not used to having injectable type treatments or aesthetic type treatments, perhaps you just have facials, perhaps you don't do anything, what you won't realise, most likely, and again, it's really hard to glean this from the messages that you kind of see in magazines and the press and that kind of thing. But for most of these treatments, there is a massive preventative element. So in other words, they are about addressing the problems before they get too much of a problem. So your ideal candidate for these kind of treatments is going to be somebody who is starting to notice changes in the skin that are happening as a result of aging. So unless you are blessed with beautifully perfect genes, and some people are, the chances are these changes are going to start showing in your skin late 20s, 30s, certainly by the time you're 50, as I said, unless you're really blessed with, very robust genes, you are going to have quite significant effects. And at that point then, if that's your grand master plan to start introducing injectables at that point in time, you're never going to achieve a brilliant result. You're going to use way more product, and potentially for some people, you're not even going to be suitable, because actually for some people, you're almost going to be in that surgical category. Okay, so this is also on the subject of injectables, and also one that I have been known to hear a few times. But my friend only has, fill in the blank, 1 ml, 2 mils, 3 mils, half a mil. Okay, well, let me tell you that as close as you may be with your friend, and as much as you may love her, and as much as, or him, and as much as you might hang out together, and as much as you might have the same taste in fashion and celebrities and music and all of those commonalities, you do not have the same skin and you do not have the same genes. And even when you're sister and brother, you are not going to be exactly the same. And therefore, whatever your friend is having is completely irrelevant, because what you need is determined by what your face is like, how your aging journey is progressing, how your skin behaves, with regards to hormonal changes and stress and all of the other factors that affect our kind of general health and well-being. So what your friend has is completely irrelevant to your consultation. So, okay. Where do I go with this? Okay, so I'd like 1 mil in my lips, cheeks, and could you put a little bit in my chin as well? No. Okay, it's a no from me. So, again, now, quantities of filler is something that, again, puts the fear into people. And again, I really get it, because we have so many bad examples walking around and on our TVs and in magazines of what you can end up looking like if you go too crazy with quantities. But the flip side of that is that if you're going to undertreat to such a degree that you get no result at all, you are going to feel really unhappy, because you're still spending your hard-earned money. You still spent X amount and you see zero for your hard work and your effort and, all of it. So 1 mil is a tiny, tiny quantity, and it's actually 0.2 of a teaspoon, to try and contextualise it, put it visually for you. Sometimes when I show people, or I take a syringe out during a treatment, sometimes, even then people, oh my gosh, that looks a lot. And I get it. I've seen it like a billion trillion times before, so I know what it looks like. And in my mind, I'm like, no, it doesn't. But one of the things around the syringes that I think that makes people think it's a huge amount is that the actual container, the I know it's plastic, it's kind of a plastic, I guess, very, very thick material, so it makes it look more, but 1 mil equals 0.2 of a teaspoon. So that is how small we are talking. So when you are asking me to put a little bit into your lips, a little bit into both cheeks, presumably, you don't want it in one, and a little bit into your chin, it's a no. Right, okay, I think we are down to the finale, and I'm telling you, this one really gets me, okay? So if you're in this category, get ready to feel my wrath. Okay, and I've had this a lot in lockdown with people having skin problems. Okay, so I don't like my skin, but I do like my skincare. What? No. How is this possible? I can't tell you the number of times that I see people in face-to-face or in video consultation, and we spend 20 minutes talking about the skin, the issues that they're having, whether it be breakouts or managing pigmentation or oiliness or whatever it is. We go through everything that they've tried before. We talk about lifestyle factors. I mean, we cover the lot. And then finally, we come around to looking at the skincare. Oh no. I'm really happy with my skincare. Guys, you cannot be really happy with your skincare and really unhappy with your skin. Okay, I'm really sorry, but it doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's, you know, if you've got a problem with your skin, you definitely have a problem with your skincare, because your skin is your skin, and the way that it looks is largely determined by your genes, very much influenced by hormones, which are affected by lots of different things: stress, weight, loads and loads of different things. So when we're using skincare, what we're trying to do is we're either trying to dampen down a process that's happening in the skin that's resulting in something we don't like, or we're trying to stimulate another process that's sort of been flattened and switched off in order to get the skin that you like. So the whole point of skincare is to get your skin looking as good as it can look. So if your skin is not looking as good as it can look, then you need to change your skincare. It's as simple as that. And, you know, people will say to me, oh, but I've used this for years. You know, I don't care. I'm sorry I have to be really harsh with you on this one, because it drives me insane. You know, our skin changes. Out of nowhere, people, throughout lockdown, I had people contacting me. My skin's breaking out. I've never had breakouts before. Our skin changes. It's, you know, our bodies change. Our bodies react to, you know, all different events in life, the different things that are happening around us. You know, there's external factors, there's internal factors, and you know, you have to be prepared to adjust something if you're asking for help to improve your skin. And the biggest thing is going to be your skincare. So yes, I will always advise you about lifestyle. That's super important. But if you're going to come to me and say, my skin has started breaking out, but I don't want to change my skincare, then what do you want me to do? I'm not sure. And again, you know, yes, we've got treatments, we've got different treatments that we can do in clinic, but I'm always really honest on that front. You know, for me, what you're putting on your skin every single day at home, that's the real issue, because if we do a treatment, we are going to perhaps improve something, but how long will that last for? Because as I say, your skin is constantly changing and evolving, and if your skin is being driven by your hormones or your genes to behave in a way that you don't really like the result of, then having a treatment will redirect that for a short time, but it's not switching off the hormones or the other triggers that are creating the problem. So it's only a matter of time before you go back to where you started from, and the only way to deal with that is to look at skincare. So something to switch something off, something to switch something on, but something to change things up. And skincare can be tricky. You know, you have to be prepared to experiment with it to a degree. But if you're using medical skincare, using good products, you're, you know, communicating with me or whoever your practitioner is, then you're much more likely to get better results. But you cannot be happy with your skincare if you are not happy with your skin. You know, that's, for me, I'm sorry, that's probably my biggest bugbear. So you know what not to say when you see me next. Okay, so that was my number one. I wanted the drum roll for that one. That was my number one. So I'm going to get rid of that and say thank you very much for